For as long as I can remember, I have had a great need to be by myself. When my family spent time together, I was often in my room alone, and when my classmates hung out after school, I needed to be by myself. I often felt lonely, but not because I didn't like being alone, but because people around me were disappointed that I didn't want to socialize. There was often an unspoken "what's wrong with you?" or "why don't you like us?" in the eyes of others when I chose to withdraw and be by myself. What they saw as rejection was not on my part, in the sense they might think, since I didn't know I am autistic, there was no explanation as to why I pulled away. It often led people to conclude that I thought I was better than them, that I was antisocial, and that in turn created a breeding ground for discontent among my peers and continued co-workers in workplaces. The biggest reason why I need to be by myself a lot as an autistic person is because I am hypersensitive to sensory input. Sounds, lights, smells, people's feelings, everything goes straight into me as if I have no filter. My brain's volume knob is turned up to max, and the only way to turn the volume down is to distance myself. When I am under a lot of stress, even another person in the same room not talking is too loud. Just the presence and the energy from another person can be too much sometimes. And as an autistic person, I communicate differently, and that is one of the reasons why I have such a great need to be alone. Small talk and socializing in a neurotypical way is very difficult for me. It doesn't give me much, but instead makes me tired. It's not that I don't like others, but we broadcast on different frequencies. Imagine talking on walkie-talkies with someone. The line is noisy and everything that is said sounds crackly, howls and chops. It would not only be incomprehensible, but also very tiring, right? It is with very few people that I have felt that I can be myself without having to play a role. I thought it was like that for everyone, that they adapted their ways to different people and situations all the time. I understand now that it's because socializing in a neurotypical way never came naturally to me, and so I adapted to each new situation in person. Another factor for my need to be by myself is that I can't bear to mask, because it takes too much energy. A day for my brain when I spend time with my family, with all the inputs and information that comes with socializing in their neurotypical way, takes a very long time for my brain to process. 2 hours of talking or socializing in a messy environment can take days for my brain to process. I need a lot of time by myself, being able to let my brain do all of that processing.